Wow, that's insane because I would not I would not be as mature as you were. God damn. But hey, man.
Here's the thing. He
Wow.
did a lot for me, man. He helped. I would.
Oh, I
There
got
was
you.
he.
You
So
take this part out.
why? Hey, man.
Oh God, Dex is an upstanding citizen. Everybody, okay?
Okay.
He never ran from law enforcement ever.
But
All right. So there's this whole thing going on with Emeru and Denims and all this kind of stuff talking about because somebody asked her about ICE and all this stuff, and now people are upset that she didn't want to speak her piece on any of it. So I think the best thing to do is to just have the general discussion of whether or not content creators are owed their viewers their political opinions. And we got Watts here to help me out in this whole thing.
Appreciate you for having me on, brother.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, this is a very interesting conversation because like I'm kind of split on it, man.
I am too, but it's just like the amount of vitriol they're giving her right now over something that minute is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I would agree that it's pretty much unwarranted. Um, but yeah, I don't want to give away too much. So like I said, I'll just follow your lead. But yeah.
I mean, I got a video right here. This is a kind of summary of the whole timeline about
Okay.
what happened. So I might be skipping through some of this to try and get to the general points of what's going on. But yeah, this is from the Internet Versus, and I mean, if anybody knows,
Gotcha.
that dude pretty much will sit there and gobbling everything he can and get all the information possible and throw it in a video.
That's impressive because I do not have the time. That is very impressive.
Yeah, same here. I can sit there and just get every tweet and everything. He goes through Reddits and screen records all the comments and all that stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, let's check this.
Over the weekend, live streamer Imaru got into controversy after a clip went viral to her responding to one of the mods in her chat asking her about her thoughts on ICE. In the clip, Imaru says that if people look to streamers for their political opinions, that they should probably
Hold on,
just
can you
get
go
off
back
the
a little bit?
internet.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the okay, so what are your thoughts on ICE? So dumb. Like what does a streamer saying fuck ICE validate? Okay, so here before you hit play again, here's my thing. She knew what the fuck they were talking about. That much I will say. She knew exactly what they were talking about. And she tried to play it off like she didn't. Anyway, you can play it.
Oh no, I get it 100%. I just the kind of content that Emery produces, I wouldn't be that quick to think that anybody's going to try and bring political topics into a platform that's never been anywhere near political since its inception. So she might have been thrown off guard and didn't think of it right off rip, but I think maybe
possible.
it could have kicked in a little later. But it's just it's so crazy how she's never spoken on anything politically ever on her content, and it's just people are like, oh well, what do you think about ICE? What do you think about Trump? What do you think about? It's like, okay.
Yeah, I agree. That is very odd, but at the at the same time, you have to think about it this way because everything that is happening now is incredibly visible. Like it's kind of hard to avoid, especially when American citizens are getting, essentially murdered in the street. So I don't necessarily fault people for asking, especially like I do understand to an extent because like you watch somebody's content, you love their personality, and you want to make sure that they align with you. Not even like politically at this point. Like this is more of like a moral conversation, honestly. So I get it. I get it, but at the same time, she doesn't do political content. So that's why I said I'm split.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But anyway,
it was the same thing. Like, I don't know if you ever caught it, but I got on a live with Logix and debated an Asmongold viewer after I made that video on Asmongold. And it kind of got to the point where Renee Good got brought up when she got taken out in Minnesota.
Oh,
And
okay.
He basically gave it the FAFO excuse pretty much, and it's like, bro, you can't say that. These are human beings. You can't just say fuck around, find out, and then leave it at that. It doesn't work that way. You've got to be more cognizant of the words that you're speaking, and you're bringing it out to a vast audience.
I agree. And it's not a fuck around and find out situation, especially, you know what? I don't even want to necessarily get into the whole Renee Good thing, but like, I will just say that it was quite apparent that she was not trying to run over the ICE agent. Like, if you're trying to run somebody over, you're not going to turn your wheel that much. You're just going to drive forward. So no, this is not a fuck around and find out situation, but I digress.
Oh yeah, I said the same thing in the conversation. I was like, dude, at the angle that the guy was at in front of the car, if she really wanted to hit him, she would have hit him.
Bro, that's what
there would
I'm
have been no
saying.
question about it.
Exactly.
But yeah, let's see what this
mods in her chat asking her about her thoughts on ICE. In the clip, Imaru says that if people look to streamers for their political opinions, that they should probably just get off the internet. Along with that, she doesn't understand why political streamers even get audiences in the first place, or why people listen to what they have to say. In response, many online went after Imaru, such as Denims, Caseytron, and more, saying that this is cowardice and she should just say how she really feels. Simultaneously, she also got into trouble for being friends with Lakari, Tectone, and Asmongold after, of course, Tectone and Lakari's recent dramas. Imaru ended up responding to the whole situation online, but some still were not satisfied with her explanations.
Okay, so now the next thing I want to get into is them pretty much dogging her for associating with Asmongold and Tectone and Lakari after everything that happened.
Right.
But I don't think she's made any content with them for a good minute.
I don't think she has either, from what I've seen personally. And like, yeah, they were previously, I don't know if they still are friends, but they were friends at one point. They haven't made content in a while. And then all of a sudden, Asmongold is this conservative political streamer that says some of the most out of pocket things. Like, what do you really expect Emiru to do? I mean, honestly, it's safer to just not say anything. Like, I don't blame her.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with Tectone.
Yeah.
That dude just got out of a court case. So
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the thing. I made that video on him too, and I got people all over that being like, "Oh no, you're wrong. You're wrong. The court system is rigged. It's rigged." Okay.
Court system is rigged.
That's what they said.
I love how it's rigged when someone you enjoy is in the system. But boy, let a black person be in the system. No, the system works.
Facts. That's what I was about to say. When it's a white right-wing grifter, then all of a sudden the judge is biased and all this stuff, and you had no chance of winning the second you walked in. It's like, no, dude. You didn't have enough proof, and she had more proof than you. That's why. I mean, how many protection orders have you seen last longer than 2 years?
Woo!
He got 10.
10 is insane.
And they revoked his 2A.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so something had to be there for him to get that. They can't just strip you of your 2A in Texas for nothing.
In Texas?
Yeah.
That adds another layer of context. Something, you're right. Something crazy had to happen that we are not privy to.
Yeah. And he's saying, "Oh, well, the police said a police investigation went through and it got suspended, so it's because they couldn't find any proof." It's like, I don't know if that's the case or not. I couldn't believe you even if there was, because when he did that first stream back, he didn't bother to show any evidence, and that's why I said in my video, I was like, bro, all you had to do in that very first live stream back from being off was show your proof that you're innocent, and you would have won everybody over. But all you did for like 2.5 hours was talk about how the court system failed you, how the judge was biased, and they were in the favor of the women, and this and that and this and that, and that's all he could bring up.
Wow.
It's like, bro, it don't work like that. You're crazy.
Yeah. doesn't work like that at all. Okay. So, damn, that actually makes me feel a little bad for Emiru because that puts her in a very weird situation.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's
I
like
get you.
they're gonna get on her for being associated with him, but it's like, well, you know what? If he's her friend, she's gonna want to stick with him until something damning comes out for her to actually go against him.
Right. Right. Like just imagine you were friends with Epstein, like genuine friends. Crazy example, I know. Like genuine friends. You never been to his island. You never knew what the fuck what was going on or what he was doing. And then all of a sudden you hear all of these insane accusations. He gets arrested and it turns out that he was like trafficking children. And people are looking at you like, "Well, that's your boy." And I'm like, I haven't hung out with Epstein in years.
I just borrowed some sugar and I helped him mow his grass. What are you talking about?
That's so funny, man.
It's
Wow. But
insane.
yeah, I do feel bad for her.
Oh yeah. All right, let's
Okay.
see where we're at.
Welcome to the internet versus Imaru. It starts when Yi tweets out this clip with the caption, Imaru on ice.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to, like, get off the internet. Like, just stop. Like, hello? Like, I don't, like, what? Like, how am I gonna, I don't know. Obviously, I don't, like, dislike any of the political streamers, except for, like, some of, like, the really bad ones. I don't really like them. But it's like, I don't understand how in the first place people care so much what they say. I guess it's because they just have a lot of reach or influence, but it's like, why are you listening to them in the first place?
An intolerance reply.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was all that was said.
Yeah, and it's funny though, because when I was sitting here watching her, she was trying to be very careful with her verbiage, like extremely careful. Honestly, I would have preferred her to say nothing and continue to just like ignore those comments. But yeah, again, it's hard, man. But like to me, when I first saw that video, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, she's not necessarily wrong. Like, I do think in some instances it's weird. Like, if we are going to use like Los Pollos as an example, him talking about like politics, he doesn't know shit about politics. A lot of these streamers do not know. So it is stupid for you to like talk to some of these streamers and try to get their opinions on something that you know that they don't know about, that something that they don't usually talk about. And I think other people should have used their context clues is not what I want to say, but they should assume, because Emiru hangs out with Senna. She's good friends with Senna, and Senna is a content creator that has openly said fuck ice.
They live together.
Yeah, you're right. They live together. She's friends with shit. Emily. I forgot her content creator
Extra
name, but
Emily?
she's friends with the extra Emily. Like all of these people, all of these content creators are content creators that you know oppose ICE and they are not right wingers. Okay. And also, sorry if I'm talking too much, by the way.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah.
Go off.
One thing that I wanted to add, when it comes to streamers, one job that is very important for a streamer is to retain your audience. So she was also probably reluctant to say anything or directly denounce ICE, because at the end of the day, your job is to retain. Like you don't necessarily want to like split your viewership. You could have people in there that absolutely love ICE. You know, I mean, I think that's fucked up. But at the end of the day, she is probably thinking or was thinking strategically. I also could be giving her too much credit, but I don't know.
How do I word this?
I know, right? Hard, I know.
I think,
but do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's just basic. That's facts. But the thing that I think is like when you brought up about her not bringing it up, I don't think that could have happened. Because how many right and left wing content creators have left the situation alone sometimes, and then they get dogpiled by both sides of the fence because they think that not speaking is just as bad as being against or for on either side.
That's honest. I mean, that's true.
I mean,
That's true.
that was the whole thing with the trans stuff that was going around
Yeah.
during COVID. Oh, silence is violence. It was a whole thing. So, I mean, I don't know. I think she had the reason why she was acting that way is because she didn't want to talk about it, but now that it got thrown out there, she had no choice but to engage with the question. Because
You're probably
she
right.
knows that there's going to be people that are going to dogpile her for not speaking at all.
But okay, but did she have to read it though? I understand it was her mod, but could she not have just ignored it?
I thought it was a donation. I thought it showed up on screen.
Did it show up on screen? I have no idea, honestly.
Let me double
Because-
check.
Okay.
Welcome to the internet versus Imaru. It starts when Yi tweets out this clip with the caption, Imaru on ice.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay,
Oh.
sure.
Never mind, I'm wrong.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, I
coulda
mean,
swore-
I
I coulda
wasn't
swore
sure
it was a
myself, but yeah,
donation.
it was her mod.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was a donation, but I don't know. It doesn't.
All
But
good.
other than that, I don't know. I think it's just a crazy thing to just assume that everybody owes their opinions on everything.
I agree. Hold on, but before you start, just give me like literally a minute and a half. I have to unlock the door for my wife.
Yeah, no problem.
My bad, man. I have this habit of locking the door whenever I come through the garage, and she
Oh.
gets pissed.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
It'll be like 11 o'clock at night. My wife will go to the bathroom, and then I'll just wake up, and then I see the door's unlocked, and I unlock it, and then I go back to sleep. And then she's trying to get back in the house, so she's banging on the door. It's like, yeah, my bad. I'm so used to keeping everything.
Yeah, it's a
locked up.
bad habit. Well, a good habit, I guess.
Yeah, because it's like, man, it's way too late for me to leave anything just completely open. I ain't doing that.
But anyway, let's hop back in.
All right.
Place people care so much what they say. I guess it's because they just have a lot of reach or influence, but it's like, why are you listening to them in the first place?
And Intolerance replies, if you need an e-girl to reaffirm your opinion about a controversial topic, then maybe that topic is just not for you.
I refer to her as an e-girl.
But e-girl comment aside, that's facts.
I mean, yeah, no, I don't disagree.
Yeah, it's like if you need your political opinions justified by the creators that you listen to, then you're obviously missing something that you need to go outside and get.
Yeah, and you're just a sheep at this point.
Yeah, because it's like I don't want to neg on Hassan or Asmongold or anything like that,
Mhm.
but that's what those guys are in the game for. That's what they're doing. So it's like when you got somebody that wakes up and streams nothing but video games for 6-7 hours at a time, there's no reason that you need to know how she feels about the current political climate. Like, she's trying to figure out how to rank up in Valorant, and you're sitting there worried about how she feels about Trump? I don't think anybody cares.
Right. And honestly, it's like it's not the time or place. Like there are a lot of content creators that literally just would rather not fucking talk about politics, like not even a little bit. So if somebody brings up politics, like they'll just blatantly ignore it, which I can't say I really blame them because it throws the vibe off, like it throws the mood off. Like if you're just trying to hang out and play video games, why the fuck are we going to talk about politics, man? Like, come on.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, let's get back to this and see, because he's got a lot more tweets he's got to read off.
And Golden Cows replies, they're not wanting the e-girl to affirm their position. They want to know whether the e-girl has a spine or not. And It Is Him replies, it shouldn't matter. She's not doing Hassan's type of content. She has nothing to do with politics. You wanting to know her political stance makes your own beliefs irrelevant because you need to confirm someone else shares the same views to be able to relate to them and like them more.
That makes a little bit of sense. Here, give me 1 second. I've got to go grab something really quick. I will be right back.
Okay, no worries.
Okay. I had to go get my wife wipes for my son.
All
I
good.
told the kids, I was like, man, nope, y'all ain't allowed in here for a good minute. So leave me be. But yeah, this tweet that's up on screen right now, the tweet from Nick is kind of one of the things that I actually I actually think you would need to be lobotomized to disagree with Emaru here. And that's how I feel about it, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the only reason as to why I even gave this any more thought is because people have blown this up. But when I saw the initial clip, I didn't think anything about it. Like I just went on with my day. So yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be in for a treat when we get to Denims.
Oh Jesus
Oh, dude,
Christ.
because Denims and Casey Tron have been farming this for a
Shut the
minute.
fuck. Oh God. Okay.
And it's like, aren't you in enough trouble? Didn't you just get sued? Why can't you just stay in your lane and be quiet?
They don't want to.
Nope. I guess they want to be out more money because I guarantee you Emaru will sue.
Well, it's either that or like people, when people see the opportunity to make content and they know that something is going to get a lot of views, oh, they'll jump on that shit quick.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I just, it's one thing to say your piece on it, but when you make it like a constant thing to bring up, even though this has been this has happened a minute ago, but it's like the fact that you want to keep bringing it up is just crazy to me. It's like you spoke your piece on it, just let it die.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Nicholas Durio quote tweeted by saying, I actually think you would need to be lobotomized to disagree with Emaru here. And Kurapika simply replies, people aren't asking so they can get their opinions from her. They're asking to know where she stands as to not support the kind of person who hangs out with and shares opinions with Rape Tone. And Nick replies, you're
Lord.
parasocial.
Good Lord.
Yikes.
You're parasocial and weird. True. True. I think that's where a lot of this stems from. It's viewers being way too parasocial with the creators that they follow. So they feel like they have to follow their morals 1-to-1 for them to continue to keep watching them.
But that is absolutely insane to me because a lot of the creators that I watch, there could be a few things that I could disagree on, but it wouldn't turn me off completely.
Yeah.
Like Jesus, just because somebody doesn't agree with your opinion, like that's insane.
Yeah, like Abba and Preach. I've been watching Abba and Preach, I think, since 2019. Since when they blew up during the pandemic.
Yep.
And there's been a few videos where I've been like, yo, this ain't hit. This really ain't it, guys. Don't die on this hill. But then it's just like, dude, I agree with them more than I disagree with them. So those little disagreements don't mean anything to me.
Exactly.
I'm still going to watch the video and give them the support, but it's just like, unless you're disagreeing with those creators on every single thing, then there might be an issue. But if it's like one or two things or a handful of things, but you still enjoy the content and you enjoy the entertainment that they give you, why are you going to taint it and ruin it by having this type of stance?
It's also not how life works. Like, hell, even the friends that you make are not going to agree with you 24/7. Like, and that's totally fine.
Yeah. I got
Mm.
friends that I play music with because I played music for a long time. I was in bands in and out. And we had, at one point, we were pretty much given a label contract to get signed. And
Oh, wow.
my drummer was like, well, we don't want you anymore. And then they threw me out. And it's like, do you not understand how record labels operate? If you break a band up and throw a new member in, they're going to finish it. They're going to rip it up and they're going to toss y'all to the wayside.
Sure, yeah.
That's usually, especially because I play metal music, but that's usually how it works. When a label looks at somebody, they look at it for all the original members, and that's who they care about. So if you switch the lineup up, then it's like, well, no, this isn't what we asked for. We asked for you guys, and you gave us these guys. We don't want this anymore. So then we got in a fight, and I got thrown out, and then they lost that contract, and then it was all done and over from there. But it's like, okay, you might have messed my life up, but you're still my friend. It'll be okay.
Wow, that's insane because I would not I would not be as mature as you were. God damn, but hey, man.
Here's the thing.
Wow.
He did a lot for me, man. He helped. I would.
Oh, I
There
got
was
you.
he.
You
So-
take this part out.
Why?
Part out.
Hey, man.
Oh God, Dex is an upstanding citizen. Everybody, okay?
Okay.
He never ran from law enforcement ever.
But I consider him a real one for doing that for me, and that's why I let that
I
one
get
thing
you.
slide. So it's like, bro, I don't know if I would do that for you, but you sure did it for me, so I'm gonna let it go.
No, that actually makes sense.
But yeah, let's keep going.
And weird. An old man, Steve, replies, "It's not parasocial to want to know that the person you're financially supporting, whether through direct donations / subscriptions or viewership, holds views you find abhorrent." Sam Bone replies to Nick's quote tweet of the clip of
And that right there, where they're talking about the person that you're financially supporting, I understand that as well. But I mean, in all reality, I mean, what is AdSense usually?
What do you mean?
Like, how does AdSense usually get generated when it comes to stuff like this? Like, even on Twitch or on YouTube, like when you're streaming like that, does AdSense really do you guys any real big favors, or is it mainly your donations and stuff like that that give you more of a push?
It depends on the platform. I would say Twitch is way bigger with donations than anything, but YouTube AdSense is everything. Like that's where we get the majority of our money.
Okay. So yeah, and
Yeah.
that's my thing is like Emaru's mainly on Twitch, and I think she reposts like her VODs onto YouTube, I believe. I don't know 100%. But it's like her main thing is Twitch. So it's like cuz I streamed on Twitch after I was able to get monetized on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you have, let's say I was averaging like 6 viewers at one point for like a week. And then I looked at my payout and it was like 8 cents.
Right.
And it's like, okay, so you're telling me that you're financially supporting that person with basically a penny if you're not donating them any money, but you're concerned about that penny at this point.
Well, okay. So the people that person was referring to were the individuals that constantly donate to Emiru, I'm assuming.
Well,
But
no, she said direct donations, subscriptions, or viewership.
viewership. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Viewers. Sorry. I looked off to the side. Viewership is fucking insane because it costs you nothing to give somebody viewership.
Yeah.
And so that's why you made that point. Yeah. You're okay. So yeah, viewership aside, you are not giving that much in terms of Twitch. YouTube, you can make a little bit of an argument, but like if you don't want to support, just don't support anymore. Like you are not literally giving anybody money. You chose to click on the video.
Yeah, and the thing is like if they don't want to answer and they just don't want to speak on it, then it's either they're in support of something or they're against it, but they just don't want to speak on it. And then if you want them to speak on it and they're refusing to, then just turn it off and go find another creator that will do that for you. There are so
Agreed.
many creators on all these platforms, and you're worried about one specific one when you can probably go find 100 others that do the same thing that she does, and they'll meet you morally. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, very weird.
the person you're financially supporting, whether through direct donations/subscriptions or viewership, holds views you find abhorrent. Sam Bone replies to Nick's quote tweet of the clip by saying, "You don't think it's a little off? Her best friend is Asmongold. I agree with you, but it's kind of a little tiny bit weird. Just a little off. Eyebrow raising to a certain extent." And Nick replies, "No, I don't care." Throwaway233 also tweets out the clip with the caption, "Imru is asked her thoughts on ICE." And Repsion replies, "I don't even think it's really about politics, but just human decency to know that innocent people shouldn't be murdered." Zixagantar replies to the clip by saying, "Tell me your political stance so I know if I can agree with you publicly or if I should call for your death."
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. So I actually think it's a little bit unfair to label Asmongold as her best friend because we don't know the inner workings of their friendship.
They used to be at one point. Because I think that was the whole reason why they did that. They had a podcast called Steak and Eggs where it was Emeru, Asmongold, and Tectone. It was just the three of them in a room having a podcast together. And they did that for a minute. But I mean, she always goes to Asmongold for advice on everything. But it's just like, okay, why do you care? If she's upset about something and she's looking for somebody to, comfort her, if she's upset over something, why does it matter who she runs to? She's running to the person that she knows is going to have her back. So why get upset about that?
Yeah. Man, I
get it because it's Asmongold. I get that.
Right.
But I don't think that the person in this moment exactly matters, because it's just more of a fact of is like you have so many people that but you only have a small group of people that if something happens and you call them, they will answer and they will be there for you. And I think that's how she feels about Asmongold. Because I think she denounces his political takes. She just wants him, he's just there for her when she needs him.
Yeah, and you know what? Now that I'm thinking about I think I agree with you. I think that's fine. There are it's just rough because
it's a fine line.
Yeah, it's rough because I want to say I agree with you. I do to an extent, actually. But then again, at the same time, there are people that I know of that are very supportive of what ICE is doing and that are very supportive of Trump. And I have distanced myself from those people. And I know a lot of individuals that think the same way that I do as well. So I understand frustration a little bit, I guess, when you don't directly call somebody out on their bullshit or directly denounce what they're saying. I know I've been going back and forth in this video, but it's such a weird conversation.
It's a really fine line. Like it's and I
it's like that. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I agree with you.
Yeah. It's just because like back in the day, like when you found out somebody was a conservative, it really wasn't that big of a deal. But obviously these are different times and there is a lot of just like inhumane, heinous shit going on that is pretty much inexcusable.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. So like I guess that just begs the question, can you still be genuine friends with somebody even though they support like ICE or Trump?
Well, then the question I would ask is if something happened and you needed somebody and you called one of those people, do you think that they would answer?
I guess it just depends on the person.
Yeah. And I mean, that's where I think it all kind of gets messy. Is it's like, well, she has all these friends and she's living with people in that house. But if nobody is there and she's got nobody to talk to and she's really down about something and he answers, why be upset about that?
I mean, yeah, I hear you.
So
I hear you. I just like I'm trying to understand other people's points of view too. Like I get it. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just a weird conversation.
Oh yeah. It's in a gray area ish where it's like it's not completely black or white, but if you ask other people, they'll tell you that it is black and white. So, but
Yeah.
I digress. Let's see. There's some
Arrest
more
Gomez replies
tweets.
to the clip by saying, lol, a total lose-lose-lose. Support ICE, get slammed. Disavow ICE, get slammed. Dodge question, get slammed. Might as well just ignore the question.
There it
Substance
is.
replies to the clip
That's
by
what I
saying,
said.
Dodgeroo running from having to take a stance on anything
Dodgeroo.
controversial.
God.
An enter meme here replies, wouldn't you say it's weird people force anyone to say anything they don't want to? Emma Murabito
Yeah.
replies with this picture of Imru and Asmongold, Tectone, and Lakari in the caption, she probably didn't want to make her apolitical friends mad. QOR Galaxy quote
That is
the clip by
crazy.
saying, if you
That all three of those guys are abhorrent.
Yeah.
she's the only one that's like seems to be okay. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Lakari tripped me out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like now I think how it's been lately is like she's pretty much been forced to disavow those guys online, so that way people will stop like dogpiling her.
Yeah.
And it's like I can almost guarantee you that if you looked at their DMs or you looked at their texts or anything like that, I can almost guarantee you she tells them that she has a problem with what they do and what they're speaking on, but she just doesn't want to make it public. But now people are forcing her to make it public.
Right. I mean, I'm sure, and I'm sure we'll get to it. And in her like quote explanation / apology or whatever, she did say that she distanced herself from people that behave a certain way. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there is more of an explanation in here.
we're
I'm
above
just
the age
not
of
sure.
21 and are not political, I'm going to assume you are a dumbass. Purple quote
Good
tweets the
lord.
post by saying, unironically, the smartest thing a streamer can say, but you all are bitching because she didn't, word for word, say exactly what you wanted to hear. Actual freaks on this platform. Next quote tweets throwaway by saying, pretending to not know or care about politics so you don't lose your racist followers is the most lame coward shit ever.
Damn, why are they
Politically
racist?
neutral act is
That's because they think that because she didn't disavow ICE, then she's automatically right wing with a right wing audience.
That is crazy. Wow.
That's been Denim's whole push.
Holy shit, that's insane.
Yeah.
the streamer is so damn funny to me. You're not even a C-list celebrity, you just sit and talk on Twitch all day. If I were to walk up to a stranger and ask them who Imru is, they're gonna say, what the fuck are
Who?
you talking about? Get away from me. And Frost
Yeah.
replies, this is the most determinedly online Twitter shit ever. You need to state your political beliefs or I'm just gonna label you as the worst of the options.
Facts.
Mm.
That's the thing that gets crazy about it. Like you're either gonna get dogpiled on LSF or Twitter, or people are gonna start like shit talking you so much that you start losing viewers over it. Even though it's probably not your belief anyways, but people are trying to push this narrative to where it just gets like it's like mass psychosis and everybody believes it, even though it's probably not true.
Fucking insane, man. Like, God, stuff like this really makes me hate the internet.
God. It's so
Yeah, that's
stupid
rough.
how 1,000 neckbeards can sit in a Reddit and then all of a sudden they have control over who they can like cancel on the internet. It's stupid to me. It's like if you don't watch her and you don't like her and you probably aren't even a fan of her, let's say that, why are you concerned with how she's talking?
Right. Why do you give a damn about what she aligns with politically when you don't consume her content in the first place? You have
Yeah.
a valid point.
Yeah, stick with your
Stupid.
creators and see if they slip up. And if they slip up, then yes, you have a valid point to bring up. But if you've never watched a minute of her content, then there should be no reason for you to say anything about her.
Right.
And Ness replies, nobody said anyone needs to state their political beliefs, but going out of your way to dodge a simple question and start ranting about how you don't know anything about politics, it definitely tells a story about what kind of person you are. And Jadaro replies, says the person acting unhinged because she doesn't want to talk about it. You are putting out some rapey vibes, dude. And Ness replies, oh my
Jesus.
god, bruh.
Oh my
and anyway,
God.
Nice Cool replies, so you're not even going to say you're not rapey. That means
God.
you're just desperately trying to keep your rapey followers.
Damn. Okay, first of all, I do not agree with the whole grapey correlation
No,
there. Like,
no,
Jesus
but
Christ, that's a
made it-
stretch.
They made the perfect example.
Golly.
It's like, okay, so she didn't disavow ICE, so she's automatically into ICE. And it's like, okay, well, it was so easy to just say F rapist.
Oh my God. And I mean, yeah, it worked because he literally caught him. He caught him because he did not say anything.
This is the best Uno reverse I've seen in a minute. Oh my lord.
So easy to just say fuck rapists. He just can't manage to utter the words. Denim's quote tweets throwaway
This,
tweet with
this
his
is what I
picture
was
up.
talking about.
Wow.
That is where I thought it would. I had a big problem with this because it's like Denim's. Nobody cares about your opinions for one, but now you're just pretty much just calling anybody who doesn't have the same beliefs as you as a racist or like an HH fan. Like it's crazy.
Fun fact, I didn't even know who the hell Denims was before this. Like, I did not know.
Oh, you never knew about the whole lawsuit with H3?
Were there multiple lawsuits with H3?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
it was
then
Denim's Casey Tron and Frogan.
okay. All right. I know who Casey Tron is and Frogan. Never. Denims, no. Absolutely not.
I mean, it's really easy to miss.
Yeah, I bet. But that's my point. I think this is literally just her trying to, I mean, I don't want to say clout chase because I fucking hate when people say that, but she's trying to benefit off of a situation.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
she's 100% trying to get it back because she never met her GoFundMe goal to be able to fund the lawsuit. So she's trying to make whatever extra money she can get.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Okay. So all of them had GoFundMe's.
Dude, she made. Oh yeah, they all did, and none of them got to their goal. None of them did.
Got you. That's
But
hilarious.
Denims made a special post on her OF page with her being covered in like, I think it was like, Nazi pictures and books and stuff like that.
What?
Yeah. I can't remember. I don't know if it was Nazi. I don't want to say that because I could be wrong. But it was some really weird stuff. But it was like books and photos. And they were all old school photos back from like the 40s and the 50s. And she was like laying them all over herself and looking like a librarian. And she was selling those sets to be able to help fund it. And it's like, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Whoa. All right. I feel like I have to look more into that. But if that's the case, okay. Well, she's not a great person either then.
Oh, no.
So what the fuck?
Oh, no. I mean,
Wow.
If you want to look at the orbit of Hassan, she is probably the biggest planet in Hassan's orbit.
Okay.
They would say it to Frogan, but I don't want to be rude.
I got you. Wow. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look more into these people because
Oh, yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about this. She was in the iDubbbz video.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
content
Okay.
cop on H3.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that.
Got you.
Of Imru and the caption racist chud, and she says, never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence sitting the modern Gestapo. And Era Remix replies, she doesn't agree with my politics, so she's a Nazi. Think
True.
Before You Sleep replies to Denims by saying, I guess Denims feels personally attacked by this. LEQ Voss replies to Denims by saying, if I looked around and seen a 95% of people in the entire internet question my takes in friend group, I would take a step back and reevaluate my life. At least people can hopefully learn from this. Then Bloom tweets out this clip with the caption, Denims doubles down on calling Imru a racist chud for not speaking out against ICE.
When did people on the right get so soy You're smearing and defaming by calling someone a chud.
No, it tells me everything I need to know about the character of someone who talks about things this way. I don't know why this, I mean, it's intentional ignorance, but that's okay. It tells me everything I need to know about this person. If you are fine with commenting on things you don't know about when it benefits you, when you know your audience will like you talking about it, that's one thing.
Pause.
Oh,
But then
I don't like her saying that because I feel like she's not going to provide proof of Emiru actually doing what she just said.
oh yeah, she never did. I don't think.
Okay, yeah, then you can't say that then because you have no proof. It's already starting bad.
Oh yeah, I think she's gonna go a little bit further in.
for you to use an opportunity or ignore an opportunity where you could talk about something, maybe your audience doesn't like it, maybe you could educate them on it a little bit, but you choose.
This is where I get. That's where I got angry. Right there. Maybe you can educate your audience on it. Did you not understand that the first things that came out of her mouth is, "I'm not educated on this."
Can you educate somebody on something that you aren't educated about yourself? That's the fucking issue with the internet these days. If you do not know about something, then shut the fuck up. I
Yeah.
would rather that's one of the reasons as to why I said I wish Emery would have just ignored the comment in general. Because
Yeah.
if you do not know something, just shut up. I say that all the time.
Oh yeah, and it's like, okay, if that's what you believe, then let's go have a bunch of kindergartners go into a college campus and teach them physics. I mean,
Facts.
that's where your logic lies at this point.
That's so fucking stupid.
Not to, you're just siding with whatever your chud or chudette audience wants to hear. She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say fuck ICE. It's not that hard of a concept. You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying fuck ICE.
But nobody cares about Cutie Cinderella's opinion. Nobody does. She
This
got
is insane.
bodied at her own event, and you're worried about whether she cares about ICE or not.
Her saying that you don't have to be qualified in order to talk about politics is insane, right? Because I think if you're going to talk about anything, not just politics, we literally just said this. If you talk about anything, you should have some sort of knowledge. Why would you expect a streamer who just games and have fun to know anything about ICE and politics? I mean, I'm sure they understand what's going on, but you should not automatically expect for them to talk about it.
But the crazy thing is like knowing, because I don't really watch Imaru, but I've seen clips of her. But by the looks of what I could see, I don't even think she has any news posted to her Twitter page. I don't think she even really watches TV. I think she's mainly on Twitch all the time or on YouTube all the time. And I don't think that she's really like getting herself into the eyesight of where any news would be. So when she says she's uneducated, I kind of believe her that she's not educated because of what she does. It's like, okay, if I'm going to go live in a hole and I'm going to do nothing but play video games for 10 years, if I come out and the world's on fire, don't ask me how it happened.
That's a great analogy. That's funny. But no, I agree.
It's insane, man.
What about Cinna?
Wow.
These are, you don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say fuck ICE. And I don't know if you know this. If you're an adult in this country, you should be the minimal amount invested in politics because you live here. There's this weird idea in America, especially, where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What?
The majority of Americans don't care
if you're
about
above
politics.
the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country.
Okay. And that's the other thing that lost me. Because it's like, at 18, the only thing I knew at 18 was the president of the United States at that time.
Right.
That was the only thing I cared about. I was so down bad for going and hanging out with women all the time. I didn't care about the political climate at 18. I didn't even care about it at 20 or 21. I was at the bar and I was hanging out and I was going to clubs every weekend. It doesn't make any sense why you just have to inundate yourself into the political sphere just because you hit a threshold of age. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Doesn't make any sense to me either. Like, I feel like there's a very small percentage of 18-year-olds that know anything about what is going on politically. Like, that's the last thing that they're thinking about because assuming that they just graduated fucking high school, they're probably thinking about how their life is going to pan out, what they want to do professionally, things that matter to them right now.
Yeah, and it isn't, what's his name? Dean Withers or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Didn't he start doing political content around that age?
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it just depends on the person.
Yeah, and it's like when you're leaving high school, and if you choose to go to college, which the way statistics are going, not a lot of people are going to college at the rate that they used to be 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
It's not the same thing. But for you to be inundated into politics when you're in college, you have to be associated with those types of things. Because if you're in a sports program or you're a science major or you're an art major, I can almost guarantee you, unless you're painting in the art forms, I highly doubt anybody in those areas are going to be speaking about politics on a college campus. The only time you're going to see it is when people are doing debates outside.
Agreed.
But, other than that, I didn't really start listening to what was happening in the world until I was close to 30.
Yeah, man. And I feel like that's a normal, like, American experience.
Yeah, because you want to live your life. Like, why are you going to sit there and make some kid at 18? Why are you going to make them you're going to push them into this thing that's going to consume them when they can just live their life and be normal people for a little bit? They can worry about that later. You're talking about another 50 years they've got to worry about this stuff. Let them live their life at that age. Don't sit there and try and push it on it.
Yeah, let them figure it out. Like, damn.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too, is I think the reason why some left-wing and some right-wing creators do this is because it's a what's it called? It's a recruitment drive at this point. When creators like Denims, or you have people like Asmongold or stuff like that do these things, and they start speaking about this so regularly, it like captures them to a point where then they get sucked into it and then they can't get out.
Yeah, man. This is another issue that I have with, like, Hassan and, like, individuals, like, in his sphere. Like, I just think that it's extremely naive for you to say, oh yeah, people need to be up to date on politics and what's going on in the world right now at the age of fucking 8. Like, how realistic is that?
It's not at all. And like how she phrased this, this sounds no different than how army recruiters try to sit there and suck kids into the military. Oh, you're 18? You should care about this. You should want this. And then they get pulled into it.
Yeah, man.
And then the next thing they know, 6 years of their life have gone down the drain when they could have been partying and having a good time because they got roped into something that they were convinced to do when it wasn't really something that they wanted to do. Yeah, it's an insane thing to think about.
Wow.
You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not going to pay for it.
Dad, what?
What?
You can't say like, well, I'm just not going
to. Since when is you caring about politics have that same equivalent as, oh, well, I don't
taxes.
Golly, man.
That's like
saying, I don't believe in rent, so I'm not going to pay it. yeah, you're gonna be homeless.
You're right. If you don't pay taxes, your ass is going to jail.
If you don't talk about politics, it doesn't do anything
It
to you.
it does nothing. Like you're going to be good. Nothing is going to happen to you.
Like talking
You're
about
not
politics
required.
or not talking about politics is basically the same thing as, am I gonna wear shorts or am I gonna wear pants today?
Right.
You just choose what you want to do and then you do it. That's
Lord.
crazy. That's a crazy statement to make.
I care about all this politics stuff. This is by far like the, I think, dumbest American quality. Saying I'm not into politics.
And Dr. Reed.
And thinking that it's only an American thing is what bugs
It's
me
not
too.
right.
Go to Japan and go ask these 18, 19-year-olds if they care about what's going on in their country. Unless they're in a full communist country or a dictatorship, they're not gonna care because they still get to go outside and live their life and go have fun.
Right.
I mean, unless they're being completely oppressed from the top down, it doesn't affect them, so why do they need to care about it? And that's how a lot of people feel. Until it comes knocking at your front door, you're not going to worry about it. That's it.
Yeah,
It's like,
until because that's a fantastic point because to your point, people start caring about politics later in life because they start realizing that politics it applies to their life and it could affect their day-to-day in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it could affect the regulations on your car,
Mhm.
to the amount of taxes that you have to pay in, to how much
Exactly.
taxes you get back at the beginning of the year. All that stuff plays into effect.
Yep.
But
Great point.
if you're not paying taxes and you're not doing none of this stuff and your mom and dad bought you your car and you don't even pay for your car insurance, why do you care what Trump is doing?
Oh, God.
Because none of it's affected you yet. Wait for it to hit your first paycheck and then you'd be like, yo, man, no.
Right, exactly.
No, I don't like these percentages and this.
Oh, man.
What is this? FICO that's on my thing? No, I don't want it. Take it off.
Pico is crazy.
Dude, oh, that's a perfect example. That's like Hillary from Fresh Prince when she got her first paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
When she got that job and they were taking a picture of her first paycheck and she opened up the envelope and she said, What is this?
Carlton, get the camera. I want a picture of me opening my first paycheck.
All set.
Well, here goes. Don't you all feel like a part of history? What? Federal taxes? This is an outrage. Did President Bush say no new taxes?
But federal taxes aren't new.
Well, they are to me. Who is this FICA guy?
Hillary, baby, taxes are taken out of everybody's salary. They pay for our highways, national defense, and housing programs.
I thought the government was supposed to pay for all that.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
It says, in other words, you don't have to know what the fuck is going on as long as you say fuck ICE. This is the left. And Thomas.
No, that's not
I
the
hate.
left.
It's not the left. That's her. That is, and honestly, I hate that I agree with that because that's basically what she said.
It's radicals. It's not everybody.
It takes nothing just to say fuck ICE. Like, why am I going to say fuck ICE if I genuinely don't know what's going on anyway?
Yeah.
Replies, you see people being shot and come to this conclusion. How did you even graduate high school? And
What is
Malcolm
that?
Replies,
Oh,
I see
Lord.
agitators trying to murder law officials get what they asked for. Brittany Venti quote tweets Bloom's post about denims with the caption, say the cult initiation words. And Sarah Tran replies, she's pissed because that other girl is way hotter and probably has to do way less. Tan was all this time.
Oh, no. Like, damn, you're ugly. Don't be mad about it. You're just ugly.
That's great. I ain't gonna say she's ugly.
I was just repeating what they said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I ain't gonna say she's ugly.
That's what caught me off guard because they're basically like, hey, yo, you're ugly compared to Emery. You're jealous right now.
Such a wild response.
Venom Savvy quotes the clip of Denims with the caption, "This is the most inorganic hate campaign I have seen yet from worthless individuals who sell images of their ass to pay for lawsuits they brought upon themselves."
Facts! God, give this lady a medal. She deserves it. Worthless individuals who sell images of their ass to pay for lawsuits brought upon themselves.
Ooh. Hey,
Oh.
that's a bar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, if Kendrick said that shit, it would have been just as good. Oh, no.
Going after people who don't want to talk about politics, knowing they will be too nice to bite back, is pretty cowardly. Much like when I boot into a game, I don't need streamers to validate my worldview in any capacity, because I'm not a pathetic little leech who thrives on consensus in a world that is actively rejecting them. This is low IQ, animalistic behavior. Just like all the white loser liberals in Minnesota setting up ICE checkpoints so they can harass black and brown people to check if they're one of the good ones. Guilt by association is their next tactic, and it's just embarrassing.
Oh, I want to make sure that I got that right. I don't know if I heard that right. Just like all the white loser liberals in Minnesota setting up ICE checkpoints so they can harass black and brown people and check if they're one of the good ones.
Does that make sense? Not really, right?
No, because it's like it's like half of it is speaking towards leftists and half of it's speaking towards right wingers,
conservatives. Yeah,
it's like, I don't know. Maybe they misphrased it, but
potentially
I understand the point,
right?
But it doesn't add up to me.
In Minnesota setting up ICE checkpoints so they can harass black and brown people to check if they're one of the good ones. Guilt by association is their next tactic, and it's just embarrassing. The Fantastic Nami quotes the clip by saying, "Y'all know fuck ICE and fuck Trump, but all I see in this video is performative hatred because you want her spot. Y'all want to take this lady down so bad that y'all even using the current political chaos to further y'all's narrative. Y'all can't just throw the R card because you know it's maybe effective for your narrative when there are actual racist people around. Leave her alone. Even Nicki Minaj speaks love to LGBT people, and look at her now. Lol. Let people speak by choice, not by force." Bloom then also tweets out,
"Yeah, and that's true too. Like, let them speak because they want to speak. Don't try and make them do it. I mean, I don't understand
because when you go that route, you're going to make me reluctant to speak at all. Like, and it's not genuine at that point, even if I do.
It's like the bully on the playground, and they got your head over some dog doo-doo, and they're like, "Say you're a doo-doo licker. Say you're a doo-doo licker."
Right.
It's like, dude, you're playing childish games when it comes to this, but the games that you're playing right now are going to lead to real world consequences, because if people know where she is, it could lead to some bad things for her. And I mean,
excuse me.
It just
I had to yawn.
Oh no, you're good. It just, I don't know, man. All I know is that I think that's the reason why Asmongold doesn't leave his house as much, is because he knows with the things that he speaks. I think he understands what's going to happen if he really walks outside and is outside. If he if he runs into the wrong people, it's going to be an issue.
To be fair, Asmongold was a dirty hobgoblin before his political career took off, I guess, before his political commentary career took off.
Oh, yeah.
He was always inside.
Oh, yeah. But I think now more than ever, because he was going out at some point in time, because he was visiting, I don't remember who had a cupcake shop or something like that. They had a dessert place. He visited it. He visited more than once over there and would do some other things. And he did that Baby No Money music video until Baby No Money blocked him out of it. So he was going outside a lot more than what he used to be. But now that he's speaking like this, I don't think he's willing to. But the thing you think about it is, even though he's more skinny and frail looking, most people wouldn't confront him like they would Emeru. She's a small girl, and she's an easier target. It's like, you were doing some racist shit online, huh? Oh, now we're about to find out. and it could lead to something really bad. And it's all because people want to force somebody's hand for something that's not really something that they want to do in the first place.
This clip with the caption, Asmongold defends Emiru for not condemning ICE and says that she is not involved in politics.
It's like, I mean, yeah, a lot of people were getting mad at Emmy for not wanting to comment on politics. I'll talk about that later on. I want to talk about right now. But yeah, I did see that. It's just stupid. It's of course, right, the usual suspects, right? The same usual hostile, aggressive bullies on the internet. It's like you're either with us or you're against us. You either have to tell us our opinion back to us, or we attack you as if you have the opposite one, which is bullshit. They're assholes. They're terrible people. And I don't know why anybody really, I don't see how people that do that can think that they're in the right at all. I don't. But it's very frustrating for me to see something like that, especially whenever it's someone who's not even involved. Like it's basically like these are the people that say that, well, nothing is politics if it's my opinion, but anything that you agree with isn't politics. I find this to be very problematic. I don't like it at all. And she's not a political streamer. No, she's not even involved in that at all. Like she has nothing to do with that. And you've got to keep in mind the reason why a lot of people don't talk about politics is it's because they don't want to seem uneducated or like get their opinion out
That's
there.
true.
Like, I mean, Emmy's a big streamer, right? Why do you want to use your platform to?
And not only a big streamer, she is the largest female streamer on the platform.
Yep.
I looked at the numbers the other day, and it's like, yeah, she's number one. She's ahead of everybody.
It's ridiculous.
And this is why I think it's more of a hit piece to knock her down a peg, because being at the top just makes you a target as well. I mean, they were trying to do that with Kai for a long time. They were trying to find something to mess him up on, so that way he can get knocked down a peg. It's like, no, dude, you've been at the top for so long. Let somebody else have a turn. And I think that's what it's coming to with Emmy as well. And it makes sense.
Talk about something that you're not informed about. And so really, I mean, if somebody doesn't feel comfortable talking about something, then anybody who's trying to bully them into talking about it really doesn't actually want them to talk about it. What they want is for that person to agree with them and then repeat their opinion. They want to effectively co-opt other people's platforms, bully them into agreeing with them or saying the same thing that they do. And if you don't let them co-opt and take over your platform and tell you what to say, then they just make up lies about you and try to destroy your reputation. The thing is that there are people that don't want to play the game. There are people that don't want to be involved. And whenever you say, I don't want to be involved, it doesn't mean that you don't care. It means that you want to take a step back and let somebody who understands it better explain it for you. Because, like, I mean, there's already a million people, for example, talking about every political issue. Like, what unique insight is, like, a live streamer going to have, right? I mean, especially... Like, I mean, yeah, maybe if it's somebody that covers this stuff regularly, but like if you play video games for a living, it's not like you're going to have some kind of unique insight on, you know, like expanding the scope of human knowledge about or ethics or morality about, you know, X or Y political issue.
And then Loveful.
And I
hate that I'm agreeing with Asmongold.
But I mean, dude, that's the most truest thing. He's been speaking for a minute, though.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, you might have to skip around a little bit because we're going to be here for quite some time.
Oh, yeah. No, that was the last part I wanted to get in as far as this was concerned.
Okay.
Yeah, because, I mean, most of this, it's all just doing a back and forth, and then there's KCTron, but I have a condensed video on the KCTron and Denims thing. So,
gotcha.
But yeah, that was just the initial part of how all of it started. So
gotcha. Nope, that makes sense. Yeah, man, this is just fucking stupid. Like, I don't even know what else to say at this point. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I don't even know how many times I've said it, but it's just like, out of all the people that you're gonna be mad about, you're getting mad at the chronically online video game girl
who literally minds her business.
Yeah, she doesn't try to get into anything. When that scandal came out with Cutie saying, because they were trying to throw Cutie under the bus or try to cancel her because she said that she wasn't going to disavow her dad and disown her dad because her dad's a racist.
I remember
But she
that,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. Emeru didn't say nothing about that. She left that alone. Like all these other female streamers, she tries to be with them and be on their side. So if any of this shit comes up, she tries to leave it alone because she doesn't want to add on any more hate than what there already is. But it's like now when it's her, all of them want a dogpile.
Damn shame.
So
And I don't know what. Maybe it also seems like, and I hate to say this, but there could be like a element of jealousy there for sure. Because I mean, like I said, Emiru just minds her business. Like she's never really in any type of like controversy or anything, and she's extremely successful, and she doesn't bother anybody. So
you know what else I think it is? I think
What's
it's
that?
because of the whole Miskip drama with her.
Forgot about that. Yep.
I think that added another level onto it.
You could be right.
And it could have easily made her a target. But I'm gonna get this. I gotta grab something really quick. I will be right back.
Okay.
I had to get my dog put in the cage.
All good.
If not, my cats would have beat the shit out of her. God, I hate having a new dog, man. It makes everything weird.
Yeah. Especially when you have cats. Good lord.
That's the thing, man. And they all grew up around my first dog, but now I got this one, and now they all want to fight with her every chance they get. But yeah, I want to see because I haven't
Hey
seen.
guys, so I'm going to explain this drama.
I haven't seen Casey Tron's thing on it yet. So
Okay.
I want to see if I can get to that. Oh yeah, this is what she was doing to pay for her lawsuit.
I'm so curious.
Like it was crazy. Okay, here we go. Do you know a lot about Casey Tron?
The bare minimum. I know what he looks like.
He?
She, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
I thought you were making a joke.
No.
I would have thought, dude, that was good. You caught me off guard.
No. No. She. I didn't even realize I said he until you. Sorry, I was looking at a picture of Charlie Kirk and then
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, she.
Okay, the main thing that you need to know is that if anybody is completely on the opposite side of her beliefs, you're automatically an incel.
Ah, that's nice. Okay.
That's her main complaint. When she was talking about H3, when she would talk about Asmongold, oh, their chats are filled with nothing but a bunch of incel losers. They don't know. They don't ever go outside. They're just a bunch of incels. It's like, that's all you got?
Now I see it. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you not hear any of that?
No, I did not.
Oh my God.
I did not. My bad.
No,
Just let
it's
it
all
play, I
good.
guess.
That's my fault.
Tron right after Casey Tron is now attacking Emeru. Casey Tron calls Emeru a pick me for incel freaks. Now, this is her exact quote. She goes on for 3 minutes describing why she believes Emeru is a pick me for incel freaks, a girl for a bunch of weird basement dwelling incels. Again, you can
See how everything has to end with incel when it comes to her.
Jesus.
Even though she had to pay Ethan Klein, I think it was like 17 grand for her copyright lawsuit.
How much?
It was like 17 grand or something like that.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And she was like, well, you're taking money away from my mom and dad who are down and out. And da-da-da. It's like, okay, well, why did you go on stream and say, don't click on Ethan's video. I'm streaming it. Come view me and let's rip viewers from him.
Wow.
There you go. That's why you lost. It was blatantly obvious.
Literally.
watch the video, but that is exactly what Casey Tron is saying. Now, you may remember Casey Tron. It's been a while since we talked about Casey Tron. for settling her lawsuit with Ethan Klein. She was
Yeah.
sued for copyright infringement. She settled, essentially apologized, and admitted as part of the apologies, she had to apologize to Asmongold.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. Ethan Klein made her a part of the agreement to drop the lawsuit. She had to pay him whatever she had from the GoFundMe. And she had to make a video and verbally apologize to him and to Asmongold for what she said.
I know that stung. Woo!
Oh yeah, cause she hates Asmongold. There's a whole video on her saying that he was the reason why his parents are dead.
Jesus.
Yeah, like dude, she was saying some foul shit, and having to be forced to do that just so that way you didn't have to go to trial and end up losing more money. Oh yeah, it hurt her a lot.
For some of the comments that Z had previously made. So interestingly enough, not a few days after we covered this in our Friday live stream, after Denon started attacking, saying that this character is turning, that people are turning on her, this character referring to Emaru, that was Denon's, we have Caseytron coming out. Part of the reasons Denon's does not like Emaru is Emaru's stance on all 3 of their lawsuits, including Caseytron's lawsuit as well.
I'm losing my damn mind.
His voice is also so goddamn monotone. Like, sheesh.
Yeah. Like, dude, I know the clip's in here. I saw it. But yeah, all she could do at that point was just basically, which is only thing she knows how to do, is just basically go off and call everybody an incel. And it's crazy how little knowledge Caseytron has, but it doesn't surprise me because she downs so much weed in a day that it's kind of obvious that she's gonna be. Ethan talked about it when they were going over the the copyright lawsuit, that in the content nuke that Ethan Klein made on Hassan, during that whole video, she hit the bong, I think it was 58 times.
58 times. Oh, she's higher than Train Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
So it's like you're smoking like that. Of course you're not going to be right in the head. And of course the only thing you know how to say is incel when it comes to somebody disagreeing with you. So
her brain is fried.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I think I'm trying to see where Emaru's apology is. Okay. I think I found it. Okay.
Ice, and in this apology / statement, she also kind of referenced people like Tectone, Lakari, and some are even thinking Asmongold.
And that was the thing, that this is where I still don't get why people are mad, because this whole quote right here, bring this up by now, it's a very traumatic and personal topic, so that is why I avoided talking about it. I will never be friends with anybody who abuses anyone, assaults people, or consumes content that enables the abuse of children.
I mean, no, that makes that's fair. Like, what are you mad? Like, why are you mad about that?
But that's what I'm saying. They're pretty much telling her to disavow all these people, and here it is, but it wasn't good enough. Apparently, they're still mad about it. It's like, I don't know how more clear she could be in this sentence. She's very clear.
Yeah, I don't know, but man, especially Twitter, bro. People aren't gonna care. Like, nobody is happy. Everybody's fucking miserable.
Oh yeah, it's just crazy to me that people are gonna sit there and try and make a mountain out of a molehill, especially when she's already apologized and disavowed, pretty much disavowing like her good friends at this point. And she's pretty much leaving herself open to an attack from all of those platforms. Like, you've got Tectone's audience, which he has over 1 million subs. You have Asmongold's audience, which is I think like 4 times higher than Tectone's. You have all those guys that could end up targeting her because she doesn't want to associate with them anymore. And it could be a real problem for her. And it's like,
Yeah.
she didn't have to disavow them publicly. She didn't have to do that, but she did because she wanted to make a point. And people are still trying to be like, oh no, you just did this because we asked for it. I'm like,
Which is
want?
crazy because you asked for it. So what do you actually want?
It's like, what did you want her to say? No, fuck you. I'm not giving you nothing. Is that what you wanted her to say? Because then if she said that, you had been like, well, now you're just avoiding the question.
Yeah. At this point, it's literally damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, and that's where she's in. She's backed into a corner, and it's like, I don't know how much more she can say that's gonna actually vindicate her. I don't think she's ever gonna I don't think people are gonna let this go, especially people that aren't her fans. I think that anytime that she goes into another stream that isn't like Senna or anybody like that, if she goes into anybody else's stream, I think it's gonna be their main point of contention with, especially in the chat.
Probably.
Politics.
I want to
probably just need to like get off the internet.
Now, this is Imru's statement. Hello,
Yeah,
it's very
this is her whole
rare I will
apology.
speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. When the clip starts, I was responding to a mod asking a question that included the word ice. I'm not someone who normally comments on or gives my opinion on serious world topics, so it didn't really click to me that they were referring to the agency. You can see in the clip when I say thoughts on ice, there's an
But that's the thing, is like if you have a whole chat room of people and none of them are speaking politics, and then out of nowhere somebody just says thoughts on ice, I mean, are you really gonna think that that's what it is? If that was never in the conversation.
To be fair, yeah, because I know she's not completely ignorant to what's going on. I mean, if you're chronically online, you've seen something about ice somewhere, like, so she knew. That's the only part where I say that was cat.
When it comes to her, it's either gaming or it's food. So I think she could have saw it.
I don't know. I
think if they asked her about like Trump and then she tried to dodge it that way, I think there would be way more to have. But I don't know, man. I don't think that she really caught on. I think because she was in the middle of doing something and she just read it, and I don't think it fully clicked for her until a little bit later.
I mean, maybe it didn't click with her right then and there, but it should, after she sat with it for a second, she did, oh, ice. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. I still don't believe it. That's the only part that I'm going to say is probably cat, but whatever.
I want to give a little bit of benefit of the doubt. I mean, if she wanted to avoid it, I get that she wanted to avoid it. But I think that now that's where I am. I think that she wanted to avoid it, but I think once it clicked in her head that she already read it out, so she had no choice but to speak on it, and that's when she said what she said.
Yeah.
So
instant cut afterwards that makes it seem like I'm
so
it didn't really click to me that they were referring to the agency. You can see in the clip when I say thoughts on ice, there's an instant cut afterwards that makes it seem like I'm responding directly to that question, which I'm not.
And that was the thing too. I couldn't find the full thing. I was trying to, but the only thing I don't even know if it's on like her Twitch channel. But that was the thing too, is that like if you watch it, there's a deliberate cut as soon as the question is asked. So I think it's a little bit like people are trying to clip farm her because they're trying to paint a narrative in a certain way by doing that.
To clarify, since this has gotten a lot of people speculating about my real thoughts, it should go without saying no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency like causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. support. To me, that's not even political, it's basic human empathy. I never made comments on stream about ICE in the first place. That was a dishonest and intentionally maliciously clipped post. It's a very common thing that clip accounts do to streamers, and it's becoming more and more common. But it should go without saying, no one should have to live in fear or suffer because of who they are or where they're from. This is something that's always been important to me. I just tend to try to focus my creative stuff around games and cosplay rather than try to take up room in an environment already polluted by misinformation and hatred.
I mean, that's a good statement to make. It's like, I care about my games and I care about my cosplay. And this section of the internet is so polluted with creators anyways. Why do I need to concern myself with it?
True. Like, it's covered. Honestly, no, she's not wrong.
I don't know how much is left.
Additionally,
in this,
I thought I might as well bring
it's
this up
long.
now. It's a very traumatic and personal topic,
Yeah, it's
so that's
a
why I
little
avoided
lengthy,
talking
but
about it.
I think
I will never be
he's like halfway through it.
Oh, okay.
Friends with anybody who abuses anyone, assaults people, or consumes content that enables the abuse of children. I've always been,
and I think that right there, how it goes is abuses anyone or assaults people, and I think that basically amounts to tectone, and then content that enables the abuse of children, which would be
that has to be, yeah.
So
yep.
I don't think that she. Well, now that I think about it, she didn't really aim anything at Asmongold, but the other two. But those two already have bad things up against them anyways. So I think that's why that was her first instinct, was to cut those two out, because it's like, well, you just lost a court case and you just got caught in 4K on stream. So I think that's why she did that.
Topic, so that's why I avoided talking about it. I will never be friends with anybody who abuses anyone, assaults people, or consumes content that enables the abuse of children. I've always been a creator who is friends or in good terms with basically everybody, streamers in Texas and LA, and all different bubbles, and this has unfortunately included some bad actors. A lot of people have questioned how these bad actors found their way into my circle, but it is certainly not because I am okay with vile behavior, not abuse, not sexual assault, nor P-word. These guys did their best to hide their behavior, not only from me, but from everyone around us as long as they possibly could.
And that's a good thing to say as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many people that put on fronts, especially when you're in the online content creation sphere. People are so used to playing a character that it can carry over into real life so that they can hide the dirt that they're doing behind closed doors.
Yep.
I mean, nobody, if you would have, well, no, I can't say nobody, but if you looked at EDP after what he did, but if you looked at him before then, he was just a rabid Eagles fanatic. And that's all that was there. He would just yell and scream about football, and that was it.
That's very true. So for some people, it could be viewed as like out of pocket that it turned out that he was talking to, or trying to talk to, young little girls or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You're right. You're not wrong.
And then when those guys that caught him on video, it made everything completely different. So I mean, that's how it is. I mean, especially even if you go as simple as like dating culture, people are gonna put on a front in front of people when they're trying to date people. It's the same thing. Except this is just on a mass scale.
As serious allegations or evidence came out, I always immediately dropped them and vowed to never make content with them again. Basically, everyone in Austin did the same. These incidents, multiple of them of course, were something the streamer community here talked about extensively and affected all of us a lot. Now, before we continue the statement, I'm curious who exactly she's talking about. I'm sure people can kind of come to the conclusion that's either, someone like Tectone, and also, when she's referencing stuff that, enables abuse of children, aka CSAM content, kind of what Lakari leaked onto his notepads. Again, she doesn't reference anyone by name for some reason, which I don't know why. Like, it's not like she's under an NDA. Unless she is, back to her statement. I thought actions over words, never interacting with those people again and preventing them from being involved in streamer community activities, a lot of which in Austin are hosted by me.
And that's the thing too, is like I forgot all about this, about her never being on stream with those guys and them never going to those events either.
Yep.
I forgot all about that because I'm so used to seeing those streamer events where you pretty much have every streamer on the planet show up to, but then why isn't Tectone and Asmongold there?
You're right. I mean, well, we all know that Asmongold is a little hermit cockroach that doesn't leave his house, so that wasn't too crazy. But Tectone, yeah, I mean, a lot of people probably didn't even think about it until she literally just said that.
Oh yeah, but then you pull the Chris Brown. It's like, why are you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in.
Would send a clear message that this type of shit isn't welcomed. I suppose maybe that did not make how I felt clear. Well, hopefully this makes it more clear. Anyone who abuses people or children is not my friend and never will be again.
There we go.
Always has been that way and always will continue to be that way. I know this won't stop people from taking issue with the way I do things. I don't expect it to. I'm saying this because I know my community and friends are fatigued. That's pretty much it. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I will continue doing what I usually do. I just wanted to finally say something because the speculation and lies were getting out of control. It'll likely continue, but I hope putting my stance out there will help those who already feel unsupported and unsafe, like there's one less person trying to send hatred their way.
And that's,
yeah, I think that was a solid response.
Oh yeah.
You could not go wrong with that response. But either way, there are going to be people that are still going to talk shit about you, that are still going to try to take your head off for whatever it is that you're going to do. But I think she handled that just fine. Like I said, just leave Emiru alone. Let her do her cosplay, play her video games, talk about her silly shit. She's not a political streamer. Do not expect for her to talk about politics. Do not expect anybody to talk about politics that don't usually fucking talk about politics, especially when they do things that are fun, like gaming and cosplay.
Yeah. It's like you're not going to go walk into Anime Expo with a sign that says, "How do you feel about Trump?" It's because nobody cares there. They're there for the anime and for the costumes. That's what's the important thing there. So don't try to put your bias out into the world just because somebody doesn't want to interact with what you're trying to say. People are in a lane. Everybody has their own lane. Like some people, like Hassan and like Asmongold, they want to stick in politics. When me, personally, as a content creator, I like being able to call things like I see it. If I watch a video and I see a creator and they're doing something off, I'm going to make a video about it and try to do my best to give my best critique from what I can see with my own two eyes. And then I try to throw in some things that matter to me in between because I just don't want everything to be down and out and me just yelling or shit talking somebody all the time. I got to have something fun in the middle. So then that's why I do that. But it's like, and then you have the people that just, they know life being on video games all day long and that's all they think about and that's all they are. And you're talking about these guys, like these Elden Ring nerds who have sat there and memorized every item in the compendium and they know all of their effects and they know the buffs and they know the spells. It's like those type of people. Why do you care what they think about politics? Those guys have a way bigger focus on something that's so far on the other side of the political sphere that their opinion isn't really that important.
Right.
Because they're not that informed.
Yeah, and you know what? That is okay. We also shouldn't shame people who are not informed. I think don't get me wrong. I would love people to be way more informed about politics, but I understand if they are not, because at the end of the day, like even in school doesn't get this specific. I mean, college, sure. The only reason why I'm like some of us may be up to date on politics. Well, I can tell you one of the reasons why I care about politics and why I've always stayed up to date on what's going on is because I took AP government.
Oh, okay.
In high school. So I was always interested in, I always wanted to make sure that I was hip to what was going on in the country or whatever. But that's not everybody's experience. Okay. It's not. Sometimes people only get into politics when they realize how closely or like how much that it could affect them. And I think we just need to give people some goddamn grace.
Oh yeah.
And just stop asking streamers for their political opinions, okay?
Yeah.
Stop, please, for
It's
the
like
love
the
of God.
it's like the people that want to talk about it will talk about it, and the people that don't want to talk about it are just you'll never hear it come out of their mouth. And I think
Right.
that's just what people need to leave it as. And the fact that you need, and this is the thing that gets me is like people wanting to be so parasocially equipped to their creators that they watch. It's like you do not have to be a one-to-one carbon copy of the creators that you pay attention to online. It's
Right.
okay to disagree with those creators. It's okay to have differing opinions because where one creator lacks, another creator can make up for it. And then you can end up going into a group of content creators that fill everything that you're wanting to look for on the internet. You're never going to find one singular creator that's going to cover every single base of what you want from content. It's just never going to
No,
happen.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Um, just like people ask me to cover politics more, and I talk about it like it really depends on what the situation. Like if anything happens with ICE, like sure I'll talk about it. If anything that is just like totally out of pocket, but it's not my thing. If you are going to ask me about a specific bill, we can talk about it, but or I mean I can talk about it, but I'm not going to be comfortable talking about it on my platform because I don't expose my viewers that much to politics in general. So I think it would be a crazy ass shot for me to just certainly go off the rails and just talk about politics that much and get that granular and that specific.
Oh, yeah. I think that's where I believe I made my initial mistake when I made my first video, when I made my video on Stevie Knight. It's because I went a little bit too far into talking about Kirk. And I think that once I open that door, if I can't keep up, then
Well,
it might lead to an issue.
I well, in your Kirk video, I argued that that was necessary because you were directly combating Stevie Knight's view of Charlie Kirk. So I would say that it was completely necessary and it wasn't about politics more so than it was morality.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I felt about it when I talked about when I made my video on Asmongold as well. When I brought up ICE in Minnesota when Renee Good got hit. That was
Yeah.
kind of where I was speaking from because I'm not really worried about, and I do care politically about things, but I'm more of a moral person when it comes to stuff like this than I am a political, because these are human lives that we're talking about, and you can't be a political robot when you're looking at these things. You have to have some type of empathy for what's happening, because if not,
Right.
then things never change. And it's just what it is. And it's like Renee getting taken out, and then I can't remember that guy's name.
Alex Preddy.
Yeah, and then that.
Yeah.
It's like how many more times is this going to happen before somebody opens their eyes and realizes that you guys are just so dead set on having your political morals justified, but not your human morals? It's like you're more concerned about what Trump is doing in office, and you're looking at it from a macro view, but you could be if you looked at it in the micro, you could be seeing all the damages that he's doing to all of these individual people down the line.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I want to take things. If I want to, I mean, I might get to a point where I'm going to have to fully get in on my political opinions. But I'm going to save it until I absolutely have to. Because I'm not willing to open that door at this moment, because I've already gotten so much shit for the content that I make. Everybody thinks I'm a clout shark for the stuff that I make. So they're just saying that I'm aiming at every big creator just that way I can try and get a bag. But it's like, no.
That is you petty for bringing that up, but I love it. It's so funny.
Dude, I was just arguing with a dude in my comment section earlier before we got in this call. He was like, "Oh no, man, I see what you're doing. You're just trying to get a bag off all these big creators, but big ups to you, man. Do what you do." And it's like, I'm not
What a backhanded
monetized.
compliment. Like, what the fuck?
But it's like I'm not monetized. I'm doing this for free. So
Yeah.
what
People
am I
don't
gaining
understand
out
that.
of it? I'm not gaining anything except hate at this point, but I'm giving you my opinion on what I'm seeing at face value.
Right.
And at this
I
point,
mean,
it doesn't matter to me who it is. They're just, and they said, "Oh yeah, you're just trying to get in Hassan's orbit. That's why you're attacking all these people." It's like, no.
Hassan's orbit. What? Okay. Like, what are the odds that you would even talk to Hassan or have a conversation with him?
Never. But they
The
they
hell?
think because all I've been doing is attacking right-wing creators, then all of a sudden I'm trying to be a Hassan orbiter.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit there and worry about it. I got plenty more people I gotta point and shoot at. So it is what it
Yeah,
is.
nah, I feel you. But yeah, look, when it comes to Emiru, like I said, she's gonna be fine. Just continue to do your thing. Also, I want her to realize that when it comes to Twitter, these people are not real. They're not real at all. People love to complain on Twitter to just basically like farm engagement. Twitter is honestly the biggest cesspool on the internet. It's just a cesspool of negativity, just straight negativity.
Oh yeah.
So I would just ignore the noise and just continue to do what you doing. Emiru is not racist. She's fine. She's in her own world. Like, just let her be her and do not force somebody to talk about politics when they do not want to.
Oh yeah. And you want to know, I just remembered this, but you want to know why they called her racist?
Why is that?
Because she is mixed. She's half white.
What? But how? But
she's
how
half
does
white,
that?
half Chinese, and they were saying, "Oh, it's the white coming out in her."
Oh wow! Holy shit!
It's like, okay, if you're of any European descent, it's just in your DNA to be racist at this point.
Apparently,
That's what they're making this out to be. And I couldn't stop laughing. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's the white coming out." Oh my god!
Wow.
But anyway,
oh man,
look, I know we don't have a lot of time left here because I know you got things you got to do. So
I appreciate you, man. I enjoyed the conversation.
Oh yeah, I did too, man. I might have a couple other things I might, if you're down for it and you're available, I have some other things I'd be willing to discuss on as well.
Yeah, sure. Just just let me know.
Oh yeah.
Let me know.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna try and put you out or put you in any kind of position. I want to make sure that you're good for it and you're down for it before anything. So yeah.
Most def. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no problem. And I'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you soon, bro.
All right.
Peace.